All right, I'm live. Woohoo! Well, um, I've been having a hard time here. I'm trying to stay away from taking my pain medication. It's very hard, man. Very hard. I'm walking around with my cane inside my house, and outside of my house, I'm gonna be using a walker. But you know what? Hey, a walker is better than a wheelchair, I guess, or being bedridden. What can I say? It is what it is. Like, isn't that what the kids say nowadays? It is what it is. I don't know. We never had sayings like that. If I would have said back in the day when I was growing up in the Bronx, if I would have said it is what it is, I think everybody would have jumped on me. Of course it is what it is. It can't be something else, can it? I mean, if it's something, it can't be something else. So what is that saying? It is what it is. I don't understand. But anyway, um, I would thank you for the one lone person. I always have one person, never says anything on the chat or anything, but always watching me. Every time I come on, he's like, great. So I appreciate the one lone person. It's like the Lone Ranger looking at me, but I appreciate you. I get a lot more views on Facebook, I'm sure, and and hey, it is what it is, right? But anyway, um, yeah, I have been going through a lot. I mean, let me see, since in December. The thing is that you pray, you pray, God use me, God change me, God direct me. You pray like that. You pray God use you. That's a that's like saying you say God change you. Wow, God direct me. That is a hard prayer to do sometimes. You know, because are you willing to change? You know, um, I'm not just looking at that at the light that they have there. I thought maybe an angel was hanging out, but that's just a reflection of the light from outside. I was half expecting, an angel to come over here and say, give me some kind of message, go and anoint Pence the next president of the United States or something, So, well, the old prophets used to do that, right? Yeah, and I'm still looking forward to going to Asia and being with this one woman that I've been talking to, and she's gonna have a she's gonna have an opportunity to lower her standards and become Mrs. Perez. If if she's that desperate, if she's that desperate, I ain't gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there anyway. I mean, even if she rejects me, I'm gonna go over there. I'm sure if she rejects me, I'm sure I'll be able to find another woman over there in Asia that will accept me. You know, all my in all my glorious fatness or whatever, and, high on painkillers or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from the painkillers. I don't think it's right that a person goes knocking door to door and does evangelism or any kind of ministry on oxycodone. I don't think so, because oxycodone, it'll make you confused. I don't know if you saw, but I put it on my wall that I actually lost some money. And I was wondering. I said, "What the heck is going on?" I know I brought the money into the house and I counted it, and because the bills were new when they came out of the machine, the bills were new, and I said, "Well, let me mix the bills up, so that this way, it won't." Because sometimes when they're stuck like that, you think you're giving one bill, and it's actually two of them. It's just that they're new, and they how do you say, sequential numbers or whatever? I don't know. But those new bills, that's a problem. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to start going cashless if I'm not gonna be able to remember where I put things. And well, anyway, what was I saying? You see what I'm saying about the confusion? No, oxycodone does have that. It does have that effect. You know. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just I just gotta stay off of it, you know. And maybe I might have to stay off for everything until I check out all the side effects. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's the metformin I take for diabetes. Because I got the sugar. I got the sugar. I got the sugar. Don't give me honey. I got the sugar. That's the craziness. What can I say? Or I'm taking other. They got me on like three different things for diabetes. I take one before meals, then I take one. I take two after meals, and then I got another one which I take in the morning also that I take it in the evening. So in the morning, in the evening, and we got fun. That's my life with pills and stuff. The older you get, her grandma was tremendous. She used to say, if you don't want to get old, die young, you know. But that's not my choice, that's in God's hands. That's what I thought the angel was about. I thought that maybe, the angel was gonna say, that's it, you done gone too far, you know. I'm here to escort you, guardian angel, I'm the one that's been fighting off all these demons that want to take you, holy sweat, I got two people. Two people are actually watching me. That means that I have 100% right now increase. Oh, he just left. You see? So now I'm back to one. What can I say? Anyway, um, the thing is that when it's December, actually November. I graduated November the 30th, but I got hit on my shoulder by one of the. Oh, trying to reconnect. Forget it. Okay, forget it. Here we go. We're back online. Okay. Well, I gotta go now because these people are gonna start cutting the grass. That gets very noisy here. But I got hit by a truck on my 18-wheeler actually hit me on my shoulder, and also my leg is giving me problem. It kind of the doctor seems to think that it affected my neck too because they're gonna give me an MRI of my neck and my shoulder. So, but I have a tremendous pain even in my leg. It goes all the way down from my waist all the way down to my calf muscle. You know? And they gave me a sonogram, thinking that maybe it was a blood clot or something, but uh, it wasn't that. But anyway, um, let me stop telling you about my health problems because you get depressed, kill yourself, and, ever since Obama, those suicide numbers have been going has steadily up. No doubt about it. And they're gonna keep on going up until people start getting a couple of presidents in there who have half a brain. You know, or at least that they're a little bit open to you know doing the right thing. You But it is what it is. Well, it's a beautiful Friday. I've been up since what 5 o'clock. Slept like 2 hours. That's usually my that's usually my sleep. I'm like a little baby. I sleep 2 hours and I wake up. I eat, go to the bathroom, and then I go back to sleep. Every 2 hours or so. This actually one of the doctors asked me about this whole situation. They said, "Are you incontinent? Is it? Can you hold your urine in?" And I say, "Well, it's not. You know, I guess if I get remarried and they could put little pampers on the kid and maybe big pampers on me. It depends. I think Kimberly Clark. I think they sell both. Maybe they got a coupon, a special coupon. For fathers in their 60s and stuff. Well, it's about time for me to go because usually at 8:30 I have a video conference call with with a young lady who was interested in me. So usually I put the alarm for 8:25 to make sure that I go and get halfway decent. I put on a shirt or whatever, and even though it's really hot in here, I mean, I'm living in Florida. You know, you need to this is very hot over here. I don't know how it is in the Philippines or Singapore or whatever. In Asia, where I'm planning to go to in August. I can imagine it's hot over there too, because in Singapore, that was known for rubber plants before. So, in Singapore, it's like Puerto Rico, I think. As a matter of fact, I bet if I take a coqui from Puerto Rico, a coqui is like a little tree frog. If I was to take that little tree frog to Puerto Rico and leave him over there, he'd probably think that he was in Puerto Rico and start singing again. I think that happened in Hawaii, actually. I think some coquis got some tree frogs, coquis, special tree frogs that they got shipped over there on a banana. I guess they exported some bananas to Hawaii, and the tree frog probably got on there and just started multiplying over there in Hawaii. And now they say that it's a tremendous problem. So anyway, I just wanted to say that you know when you pray, God use me, God change me, God direct me. Watch out. You're going to have a whole mess of things, and God is going to change you. I mean, if that's the real desire of your heart, that's a tough prayer. Don't just do it thinking that things ain't going to happen. If it comes from your heart, your whole life is going to change, because it's in that turmoil that God changes you. There is nobody in the Bible that didn't go through stress being changed by God. Moses had that burning bush. Actually, Moses had a lot of things. He was even actually taken out of being a murderer. He had to go fleeing, out of Egypt. He sees this burning bush. Who sees that? That had to be kind of shocking. You know, um, look at Elisha. Elisha had his thing there. With the farming and everything. And here comes Elijah and just puts his cloak on him. And the next thing Elisha is killing his oxen, and going, to go follow Elijah. I mean, all of them had a traumatic. Look at Saul. Look at Saul. Great. Saul was on his way to Damascus, over there, riding his donkey, and he got blinded. He was like, just like that song, I got blinded by the light. That's, you know, God, God blinded him. Jesus blinded him. And hey, the rest is history, on that road to Damascus. So if you say, God use me, if that's your prayer, God use me. If it comes from the heart, God use me. Believe me, believe me. I mean, it's been my experience. I don't know. Maybe it might be different for you. Maybe you're more obedient to God. Maybe you're more like a clay that can be formed. Me, no, I'm like a car. See, a car, you gotta crush it, and you gotta squeeze it together. You gotta put it in that car crusher, and the car crusher under incredible pressure will make it into a small box. And then that small box, they send it out, and they heat it up and make a new car out of it. Some people are like that. That's me. I'm that old car that is getting recycled. At least in my spirit, at least in my mind. Well, I don't know about the mind. The mind has been kind of not good lately. I misplaced some money, and I tell you the truth, it was very traumatic for me to actually have that happen. You know, I really thought I was losing it. But then I found out that it was one of the medications, so I stopped using it. Or I should say, I'm going to stop using it as soon as the doctor says it's okay to stop using it and send me something else. Okay, well, it's 8:30, so people, have yourself a great day. God bless, and I thank you again to that one person who always seems to be seeing me on YouTube. Okay, God bless. and have yourself a blessed day. Bye bye. Bye bye. And stream.